Ram Jai Jai Ram, Sri Ram Jai Jai Ram, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. The greatness of our culture is that all people pray for their becoming better human beings and for the good of the world. Rishis particularly were devoted totally to the welfare of mankind. Sarve jana sukno bhavantu. Lokas samasta sukno bhavantu. Sarve santu niramayaha, sarve bhadrani paschyantu, ma kaschid dukhabhag bhavet. Daily every person, educated particularly, should recite and try to imbibe the spirit of the Rishi. For the workers or other people, work is worship for them. So, learning should give this type of attitude, mindset to all educated people, that you pray only for the welfare of all the persons, all the people, not only your relations, your countrymen, mankind as a whole. That was the approach of the Rishis. I used to sit with my grandfather, who taught us about service. What type of service can you do in this world? What can you do to help others? I used to attend to the cows, clean up the place, and I used to have a feeling that it observes you. Just as the mother keeps an eye on the child, whatever the child does, the mother keeps a monitors. So if you are in trouble, immediately she protects. Like that, when I was attending to the cow, and in the early morning I used to drink a pot full of milk. And then it would observe me when I move about, cleaning the place or feeding it, with such a sort of loving, we say, the look. If you observe, it requires observation. The Lord also, our prayer to the Lord is, please see with your even Kriganti, a little look on me from the corner of your eyes. That is the prayer. In all the slokas you will find that. From just the corner of your eye you look at me. So when I was praying in the temple, Lord Venkateshwara, beautiful huge figure, but with a big namam, I was feeling, he was asking me, how can I see you when my eyes are covered with this big namam? I cannot see you. So I used to tell them, Lord, what prevents you? See, your eyes cannot be covered, though we are foolish enough to put a paste on your eyes. We cannot restrict you from showing your love for people. And how they close the doors, they do all sorts of things. Lord is there to give his darshan to all, unrestricted. And Bhishma Ekadasi or Vaikuntha Ekadasi or Najurupadasi, they keep only one day. Why Ekadasi, Dwadasi, Trayodasi, Chaturdasi, Fourdasi? Why not 4 days? We were only some 1,000 or 2,000 people in those days, way back in 1940 or 45. 1940 particularly, I started visiting the temple. So now we have 20 lakhs, more than 20 lakhs, 30 lakhs. How can you keep it only for 1 day, this darshan? How stupid. There is no word. Stupidity is our this thing, the way we work, and particularly towards the Lord. We have no understanding of the Lord's mercy, grace, and the purpose of being there. And what is the purpose of our worship? To do His work, promote. Annam bhakurvita, kushla anna pramita, kashte bhale. Veda, there are some astras. We should take lesson from those lessons, Veda. But Gita, I can recite. I used to recite 1946. I was a master of Gita. So people used to make me recite. And then later I realized, what was the end result of it? All people perished. Even Krishna suffered 2 curses from Gandhari and he perished. He died. And they were searching for him where he died, far away from people. So that was why unnecessarily repeat all those useless things. And one sloka which remained with me all through from more than 70 years. This is Nanya spruha raghupate hrudaye smadiye satyam vadami cha bhavan akhilantaratma bhaktim prayachya raghupungava nirbhalam me कामादिदोषरहितं kuru manasam cha. This is a sloka which is read regularly in Ramakrishna Mission and other temples also. This says, O Lord, I have no other thing in my heart. I am telling the truth. You are Sarvantaryami, you are Akhilantaratma, you are inside every person in the heart. Nanya spruha, spruha means thinking, mind, thought, idea. Nanya, no other thought in me, in my heart. Nanya spruha raghupate hrudaye smadiye. In my heart there is no other idea, no other thought except you. Satyam vadami. I am speaking the truth. We declare that we speak the truth. And in the courts also, I have handled thousands of cases in India. They make the client or the person litigant swear on Gita. Gita, it says, last law, in the end of it, Gita, it says, yadechasi tadha kuru. Gita, at the end, he tells Arjuna, you can do whatever you feel like doing. Yadechasi, what you wish, what you like, you can do. How can you say that? You cannot do whatever you like. Veda clearly says, karmanyaya diradaste, na bhalesh kadachana, Gita says. But Veda clearly says, avasyam anubhoktavyam krutam karma shubha shubham. So this is running contrary to Veda. And Veda also says, see, you are bound to reap the fruits of your action. Was Vedic. And the Rishi says, I have seen the Lord, or I know the truth. Nanya panta vidyate ayanaya. See how emphatic and clear. He says, this is the way. There is no other way. And you cannot say, you are free to do as you like. The Rishi would not say that, the Vedic Rishi. This is the only way. And this Nanya Spruha Raghupate is always with me. When you pray, but our Gurus and Swamis and all this, millions of them have come from Vedic times. How old is Veda? Say 1 million years. How many years? And they put it at 5,000 years or even 8,000. Some calculations are made with the relics archaeology. How they were able to give such text. You see the language, perfection. Ramayana is impeccable. the meter, the music, the expression, literary perfection. How? He did not go to any school, college or instructor. He simply chanted Ram, 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 Tapa Swadhyaya Nirtam Tapa. It goes on, I can recite the entire. So, Ram, 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 Ram. Here the sloka also says, Rama, Nanya Spruha. I have no other thing in my heart except this Rama consciousness. This is called Rama consciousness. Ramaadwaitam is what I have given. Now, Advaita, Visishtadvaita, Dvaita, these three are the theories, philosophy in India. Mainly, they are discussed. For centuries, they are the ruling philosophic thought. I have added Ramadvaitam, based on the Vedic and that sloka, the prayers of Rishis. That is, they were clearly praying to the Lord. You alone, you are everything. Sarvam Ramamayam, Anta Ramamayam. Rama is the sun on this earth. Sun is everything. Modern science teaches us there is nothing beyond the sun. Though we are now the gas planets they are seeking. But then for us, sun is the only God. That is Veda also Rigveda. Surya Narayana Pratyaksha Daivam. Knowing all this, Dinakara Kula Tilaka, Surya Vamsha Mani, that is how Rama is described. Everyone knows. They recite it. If they do not care to know the meaning, that leads us to the mistakes. They have blundered our Rishis and Swamis without trying to know the meaning. Gopala, Govinda, they do not know the meaning. They do not care to know. They simply jump Radha, Radha. The harm that has done, ignorance is the greatest harm which has done, made India poor. Veda enriched us, but neglecting the meanings without understanding the purport and the directions, we have suffered and we have led more than a billion people are now there. They are all groping in darkness. So, this should be avoided. All the Swamis, they are ruling the roost. Politicians and the religious preachers. They are the two sections, like two eyes for Mother India. If both of them, they close their eyes without trying to know the meaning of the words, Gopala, Govinda, jumping Radha, Radha. That is another thing. Because neglecting the cattle wealth which Krishna built from his toddler days. He died. But the cows remained. We neglected them. Where are the cows? So the cattle wealth, that is the real wealth of India. The villages. Then Rama, character. See the life of Rama. What is the use of jumping without knowing? See, if you lose character, you lose everything. There is no character is the thing. Everything has a character. The gold has its character. Like that, a human being has to have the character. Rama and Sita are the two representations they have given. Ideal for mankind. If they follow that, they will be happy. Raghupati Raghava Raja Ram, Patita Pavana Sitaram. Gandhi, why he settled for that? Ramarajyam, that is the ruling way for a good administration. Then Sitaram, for good family. Gopala, Govinda, for good village and cattle wealth of the country. These should be followed implicit obedience to Veda and to Ramayana. Leave out all the other things. They are tinsel, waste. They are harmful. We have suffered so much by our ignorance. The treasure is there. Someone said, India, Palkiwala has written a book, I condemned it. And he observed, India is like a donkey carrying a bag full of gold on its back. How can you say that? India is such a great sacred country in the world, in creation itself. So, you cannot say. He used such a language which is hurting our sentiment. The truth is, India is such a sacred country, spiritual country, divine soil. The vibrations, there is a latest thing. Every land has some vibration. From the core of the earth, you get the vibrations. That is why at some points you have a different feeling. In Ramayana, there is an anecdote. A sadhu, when he passes through a village, gets some evil ideas. When he passed out of it, then he is again a sadhu. So then he realizes, he analyzes. So that place has some vibrations, evil vibrations. But India in the whole creation has such sacred, noble vibrations because the Rishis were always sending out these vibrations. So you should continue, maintain that without corrupting the Vedic thought, Ramayana thought. Our Swamis and Rishis should introspect and come to the right path instead of going into the gullies. That is what Tyagaraja, Sakkane Rajamarg, right royal path, not these bylanes and cul-de-sacs. Jai Shri Ram, Jai Shri Ram.